After 4 arduous tryouts, 21 marbles have finally been trimmed down and arrived at the Racing Marble League complex to kick off Season 2 here at the Stony Basin. And besides appreciating the beautiful wooden track and the spring enraptured by a rock formation, the question on everybody's minds is, how will Crimson Lady perform? She hasn't had the ability to get extra marble-to-marble training, unlike some of the marbles who've been able to compete in the tryouts and shore up their skills, so she might be coming in a little cold today. But judging by how she did in the previous season, will she be able to come out and tear up the competition once again? Well, it remains to be seen, certainly. Look at the marbles. Sit in the track just beyond there, lined up under their logos. Crimson Lady, Zero. Remember, Zero was the best racer overall from all 4 tryouts. So he is definitely, rightfully so, right next to Crimson Lady. And we go down the line, looking at some of the beautiful logos. Tiger, a ferocious-looking logo. Accidental Genius, a nice elephant. Definitely didn't expect that for that marble, but definitely a beautiful logo indeed. And the marbles are now seated in circular order. Crimson Lady atop the highest chair, of course. And she will be the last one to run in the qualifiers, as Octane will start off, as he was the lowest one to just barely eke by and make the main event. And he is off here under the track. First marble to roll upon the first track here in Season 2. You can see it starts with a couple straights, a slight bend, 2 wide hairpins. Then we take a wide angle towards the wooden section with a grate underneath. Then we hit that beautiful Muller corner, drop one time, and come down into the finish line. 16.82 for Octane to set the bar here in Race 1 of Season 2. Couple of sectors, as you can see, that checkered piece dividing it into 2 sectors. The first one, a short sector with 2 straights, plus those 2 curves. The second sector encompassing that graded wood section, crossing over the spring and the Muller corner. So we'll be able to differentiate where marbles are through the sectors. And Two Tone has provisional pole here, as he just gets by Octane by a couple of milliseconds, a couple hundredths of a second, actually. And what about Rampage? Will he do any better? No, 17.05, a little bit slower. A rough time for him to start off. But honestly, I think most marbles are just happy to be making the main event. So many marbles were sent home after not doing good enough in the tryouts, as there's just not enough spots here in the main event for 47 marbles to compete. Accidental Genius, one of the veterans, first veteran to come out and first veteran to take provisional pole. A good race by him, and now Serpent Smart to go here. Fast through the first sector indeed. Now he hits the graded part, and we're going to have to see how the graded part affects these marbles over the course of the race today. He gets the inside of that Muller corner. That's going to be a good time. Comes across P1, 16.12. That's going to be very good for Serpent Smart, who was not great, but not bad in the tryouts. Kind of disappeared into the woodwork, if you ask me. But he's coming out strong here in Race 1. And we got Goat, second veteran, but he hits a slow part in the Muller corner. That outside line, you could see him slow down, and he will get P6, not even on the screen right now. And Goat will be starting lower in the pack for sure. Polyonics rolling out here fast through that first sector. And again, we're going to have to be very observant about the wooden section. How will that affect the marbles' movement? Will they be fast or slower through that? And how will that affect collisions between marbles when they're going at it on the wooden section? Polyonic slides into 5th place right there, 17 seconds flat. And now Tigger will roll out as well. Through the first sector, smooth through there. What about the wooden sector? It's hard to tell if they're slowing down there or more just able to glide over the top of those gaps. But that Muller corner was brutal, and he will not have a good time. Slotting in 7th place. Best he could do. Quicksilver, 3rd veteran coming out And actually, the fourth veteran, we had Polyonyx as well. You might forget Polyonyx is a veteran. He was so strong in race 1, but then really lacked off after that first race in Season 1. P4 for Quicksilver, pretty good time, 16.81. And keeping it under 16, keeping it under 17 seems to be the key to win here. Serpent Smart with the best time, 16.12. Can Trixie beat that? She's at 11 seconds and counting here. How she hit that Muller corner. Oh, she had the inside line, but shifted outward. Still fast through it, though, and she does get P10. That's got to hurt right there. That inside corner could have shaved off a couple of seconds or more. And for some reason, she dodged outside right before it. Maybe some momentum she couldn't control. But no matter, Luminous has a chance to re-break those boundaries. He comes towards the Muller corner and slides just outside and very slow through there. 16, 17, even 18. And that might be our worst time yet. We'll have Marbulus, another veteran, to show him how it's done here. Taking that first bend really smoothly. And still fast through the second sector as well. Definitely looking good through the wooden section. It's just that Muller corner. A lot of marbles taking the outside line, unable to shift back inside. That's a P9 for Marbulus and almost 18 seconds there as well. And it's just been a struggle to be as dexterous as Serpent Smart out there on the course. Let's see if Sinatra can turn things around as well. Blue Marble Gang. Serpent Smart is also blue. Blue Marble Gang might be good here. He got the inside line of the marble corner, and there is P2. Blue Marble Gang indeed. Hashtag Blue Marble Gang. Let's throw that down there in the comments. I want to see it. Our blue marbles are shining today. Two-tone, also a blue marble in the top 4. And I feel qualified enough to make up hashtags here during the first race of Season 2. I've given you guys a season, and now I get to be silly. Blizzard coming out. Good through the first sector here as he whips around these hairpins very fast. Now into the wooden section, and he does hit that side there. Looked like he lost some momentum, or at least hesitated. Now the outside line, he slows down, and he will cross the finish line, but a P9 is about as best as he could do. As soon as he hit that outside line, I knew it was going to be over for him. But he's not a blue marble. What about Wild Canuck, who we saw again? Wild is the word to describe him. He's all over the place. He was all over the place in the tryouts, sometimes leading the pack, sometimes struggling to make it out of the bottom, and P9 is where he ends right there. A lot of P9 positions being re-usurped for these marbles. It's about the 4th time P9 has been lauded. So whoever's P8 is just slightly faster than your average. Predator, another veteran, one of the better performing veterans in Season 1, takes the middle line of that Muller corner, comes down, look pretty fast, and there you go. 16.5, not bad at all, and Victoria's Secret will roll out as well. And now we're really getting into the top marbles. Crimson Lady upcoming, only a few marbles away. Zero and El Sol to come, and Victoria's Secret looks a little bit blue, to say the least, so let's see if the Blue Marble Gang holds true right now. I'm very skeptical, though, as you take the outside line of that Muller corner, and Victoria's Secret will get P13. Well, that's unfortunate. And you can't be right about every marble, but I do hold to the fact that 3 blue marbles dot the top 5 right now. And will El Sol make it 2 here? He goes to the outside line, and I'd be very surprised if he does. That was a slow Muller corner, absolutely, and P10 belongs to him. And, well, we only got 2 marbles left. Zero and Crimson Lady. And honestly, I think every fan in the stands right here, which are packed, by the way, there are a lot of marbles out here wanting to view the tournament today. They all want to see how Crimson Lady does on her lap. Heads will turn from the concession stand. Zero, a good finish right there, 16.42, and he indeed does make it only 2 blue marbles in the top 5. But let's stretch it to top 6 and keep Blue Marble Gang alive. But Crimson Lady, all heads are turned, even down there where you can buy merch for the Racing Marble League at the pavilions. Watching Crimson Lady cross the line with P1, 15.65, and that's a way to break down through 16 seconds. I mean, she's the best of the best, if that's going to be the kind of precedent she's setting already. Crimson Lady, Serpent Smart, Sinatra Zero, and Predator are our top 5 coming out of the time trials, the qualifiers, and Luminous will be bringing up the rear at the bottom along with Trixie. But they're in the blocks here, 20 laps ahead of them on the Stony Basin course, and they are rolling. Serpent Smart quickly into the lead, followed by Sinatra. It is the Blue Marbles leading the pack, in Crimson Lady struggling to get around. She's already losing ground, does come up on Serpent Smart right there, but can't make any moves and has lost more placements, allowing for Accidental Genius, El Sol, and Predator to come right through. Serpent Smart still making some separation, but Accidental Genius is right behind him and closing in fast. They get the inside line of that Muller corner along with El Sol and can't make any moves on Serpent Smart, who is trying to do a yellow eye, if you say, and keep that lead from the start all the way through these 20 laps. Tough for him on the middle line right there. Almost got surpassed by Accidental Genius, but was able to get through no problem, and is able to see some separation here. El Sol coming from behind, as well as Predator and Octane getting into the mix as well. Octane right on Predator's tail, but lost separation there, and Crimson Lady dodges through the inside line and picks up another spot. She's back to 5th place. Serpent Smart, even more separation. That's a good amount of lengths right there, uncountable. You have to go from marble lengths to track lengths when talking about that distance at this point, or even seconds, to discuss the separation between them. But right there, Accidental Genius is still able to hold through 2nd place, but Predator is coming right behind and still on the tail. Crimson Lady not yet given up and back to 3rd place, right on Accidental Genius, dodges inside, gets around, and there is the prowess of Crimson Lady coming through already in race 1, though she does struggle on the Muller corner, which is definitely understandable, as she has not dealt with a Muller corner yet in the Racing Marble League. Definitely maybe in the time trial that she did from tryout 1. She got to see a little bit of it, but against other marbles, no sir. Serpent Smart and Octane now locked in a heated battle up in the top. Octane trying to make moves and get around through the wooded section, does lose some ground here, and now he dodges outside in the Muller corner, a mistake, and Accidental Genius easily capitalizes, putting himself back in 2nd place. Where is Crimson Lady? Dropping fast. 7th place is all she can come up with right now, and struggling to get towards El Sol and push back up into the top 3. You'd expect her to see her up there, and that's where she wants to be. She dodges around El Sol and now only has a few marbles between her and the top spot. Octane has taken over the lead. Serpent Smart with moves from behind, but losing ground. He takes the outside line of the Muller corner. That is not good for him. And, well, Octane, first time he's been able to see the lead so far, as this is the first race, and there's not much data to go on. But we'll see how he does up there. Did have a little tangle with Serpent Smart right there, but was able to come out cleanly. Some marbles coming through the middle line there, and Accidental Genius somehow was faster through the middle line than Serpent Smart was on the inside line of that Muller corner, and is able to grab 2nd place. And he's been the steady 2nd place holder so far this race. And we have a marble very slow and in front of Octane that might be lapped. I'm not sure who that is. Looked like maybe Trixie. You can see him down on the wooded section right now. I couldn't tell you who that marble is right now, but we might find out later. Octane still leading the charge through here. We're in lap 13, only about 7 to go. And Octane is doing everything he can to put more distance between him and Accidental Genius. And honestly, Accidental Genius, one of the best racers out there, maybe not 1st place every single time, but he is a consistent racer who's going to do work, and there's work done right there. Inside line of the Muller corner, and Accidental Genius is on top. Octane not even close to giving up yet, and Rampage getting into the mix finally. A marble who's a rookie from the tryouts, as well as Blizzard and Serpent Smart, who led the pack for a while, but now down to 5th. Blue Marble Gang, unfortunately, not working out in my favor right now. Crimson Lady is almost out of the top 10. She's 10th place right now, and Quicksilver is able to surpass her and hold 9th place. It is still Accidental Genius, though, with the lead. El Sol also not doing too well, back down to 6th place, and still dropping, struggling to catch up with Serpent Smart, who's just got the beat on him right now. And it looks like there might be some overlapping towards the ends of this race. We only have a couple laps left, so I'm not sure if that will happen, but Any more slowdown from the marbles at the end of the pack, and it might. It's within reaching distance, absolutely. We come to lap 19 here. It is still Accidental Genius and Rampage leading the pack here. Octane in third place now, coming up on Rampage, trying to get around, pushes him from behind. No impact there. That's going to be useful. Accidental Genius now with some impact on Rampage, but is able to stay forward. Octane taking the inside line. He's back on top in second place. Final lap, here we go. Accidental Genius still rolling out in front, a few lengths ahead. Octane still looking for the first place if he can get it here in the debut of the Racing Marble League Season 2. Takes the inside line to the corner. Accidental Genius is blocked. He comes down for the finish line, and he's got it. What a finish. And Rampage slides right in there into second place as well. Accidental Genius caught up behind the 21st place Marble and has no luck holding them off at the final Muller corner. That will be a beautiful win from Octane. Rampage as well. Smart racing, able to take the right line in the Muller corner to avoid any contact. And Accidental Genius, who was very good racing, I have to say, was not able to hold it through in the last little bit of the final lap. Again, Octane up 26 points, Rampage 24, and counting downwards. And you get bonus points for leading the most laps, so Serpent Smart picks up 3, and pole position bonus as well. And that will do it. First race of Season 1, lots of racing to go. This has been the Racing Marble League.